right, do you think that you can tell these four birds apart? Let's find out. Welcome to another round of Crow or No, and today's game is this infographic, which I've sourced from the internet, accurate? That's it. You're just gonna try and figure out, is this correct? I'll give you 5 seconds. You can always hit pause if you need more time, and then we will circle back and I will tell you the answer. Let's find out how you did. Is this infographic accurate? No, it is not. These are the same bird. They're both fucking ravens. Before you let the shame and dishonor of not knowing your crows from your ravens seep in, know that it's not your fault because of this, right? This is meant to teach you something, and it has done the opposite. It has misled you. So it is not your fault that you don't know the difference between a crow and a raven, but I got you. So let's start with how I know that this is a raven and not a carrion crow, which given the inclusion of the other European species is who I'm assuming they meant. First thing is the heaviness and the curve of that top mandible in the bill. It's just big, like it looks like a powerful weapon. It doesn't look like a crow's beak. Second is the rictal bristles, those little mustache feathers on top. On a raven, they typically extend about 2/3 down the way down the bill, but on the crows, it's usually, meaning American carrion crows, it's usually about half. Next, we have those hackle feathers, the throat feathers. You're gonna see when I show you the carrion crow, there's definitely more texturing relative to an American crow, but the ravens just are those individual feathers are much longer. It's much more of a bearded appearance. So here is our corrected version with a carrion crow. You can still see, again, there is some texturing on the throat, unlike you would see with the American crow, but it's much chunkier. They're like shorter. The bill, the top mandible, the upper bill, doesn't have that same kind of dramatic like curve down, and it's just not as like big and robust. And then once again, if we look at the length of those rictal bristles, you can see on this carrion crow, they only go about halfway down the bill versus again on the raven, it's about 2/3. Are these subtle differences? Yes, they are. That's why this is hard, but that's also why you can't trust a lot of the things or the people on the internet trying to teach you the differences, because it takes a lot of practice, it's subtle, and it's just so easy for somebody to just make bogus content that is actually wrong. Follow me for more Crow or No content.